パトン豪華滅却。
What's going on YouTube? Back with not a rank joust this time. Actually, it's, as you see, a beginner's guide. It's going to be as fast as I can possibly rush through without getting the details. We're just going to go left to right, top to bottom, just explain the main menu and each thing's inside. So we'll start off with play. You hit play. Features going to be the things that are most played at the time, but if you just go to the right, it's going to be multi-queue. They did add this. You click left thumbstick. You can check off all the things you want to put in the multi-queue so you can queue for everything at once. Conquest is going to give you all the description there. 5v5. Arena 5v5. Slash is also 5v5. Joust is 3v3. Assault's 5v5. A lot of them are 5v5. And the bottom is always going to change. It changes daily, sometimes every 2 days. But in general, it's the fun, weird mode. They're going to do stuff to change things around in. The best ones to start off with are Arena and Joust and maybe Slash, because it's going to give you a little bit of lane experience, but I would definitely say those three. If you're down to just try new gods, Assault's one lane, random god, you can re-roll once and that's it. Then you got Ranked. Ranked is only Conquest, Joust, and Duel. Conquest is 5v5, 3 lanes, as you can see in the map that it has there. Joust, it's got 3v3, 1 lane. Duel, same exact map as Joust, 1 lane, but it's 1v1, so a lot bigger skill range. You got the rewards, the splits. Splits are every time the season changes, everybody's MMR, which is their rank level, is reset, and this is going to tell you where the splits are within that season for it. Co-op, it's you and, as it says, play against AI and bots. Training, I would definitely suggest you come in here and try each game mode, but I'm going to do my own videos on each game mode as well. I'm going to get a custom matches going with either a random or one of my friends, just so that you can see what it's like in actual time. Because when you play through these, you are going to play against an AI, but a lot of times it's not that difficult. Even if your skill level is kind of low, or you never played a MOBA, or you never played Smite, it's not that good. But it will teach you, I guess, the foundation of what you need for each map. Customs, it's exactly what it sounds like. You can make any kind of custom you want. There's a bunch open right here. Back out, got gods. Right now there's over 120 gods. Free rotation is going to be all the gods you don't have to pay for. There's also going to be some the game automatically gives you. I don't remember how many there are actually, because it's been a long time for me. You can buy the god pack, which I think is $15 or $20, and it's going to give you every god and then every new god as they come out. I wouldn't say buy the god pack off rip. I have somebody who I've been playing with for like 5-6 years. He still doesn't have the god pack, because you can buy the gods with favor. So it's up to you. It's up to you. If you think you're going to dedicate more time to Smite and you do like it, I'd say after you hit like level 20, you might want to look at getting it. Or 20 is still low, probably maybe 50. 50 means you're playing it enough to where maybe you might want to think about getting it if there's gods you feel restricted in playing because it's just the same ones. That's why they keep a free rotation there too. Going down the list, free rotation, owned. If you have them all, owned is going to be the same. Assassins, for those who don't play a lot of MOBAs, assassins are very high burst damage, very low kill time, so they kill very quickly. Also though, very low health and very easy to kill. They usually have some kind of decent mobility or escape to get away, because their whole thing is pop in, kill, pop out. Issue is if you pop in and you're not ready, very easy to get killed. Guardian, exact opposite. Not a lot of DPS. They're not putting out damage, but they are taking all the damage and they're mitigating it. Mitigating it means I have 1,000 health. You're a magical person. You hit me with an ability that does 500. I'm down to 500 health. But if I build defense against your magic, I'm going to take away some of that damage. So if you do 500 damage and I've got magical defense, it's going to do, hypothetically, let's say I have half, it's going to half it. So I'm only going to take 250 to it, as opposed to somebody who doesn't have defense. So tanks just build a bunch of health, a bunch of defense to the specific people they're playing against. And it goes even more detailed than that. You can get cooldown, not cooldowns, you can get all types of stuff. We'll go into that when we get to builds. Hunters, distance. It's in the name Hunter. You're shooting arrows or something like arrows. Dawn shoots bullets. Everybody has their own kind of thing. Heimdall throws axes. So hunters and mages are the two easiest things to start off with as a beginner, because you're far away and you're still doing damage. And it's a hunter meta right now, meaning hunters have the best item builds and pick the most. So I think the thing you should start off with easily. A lot of them do also have escapes, so it's just a great thing to pick. Mages, all of them have distance abilities. Not as far as the others, because there's some different kinds of mages. Like right here, you see Ao Kuang. I'll highlight him. Ao Kuang's almost like an assassin mage. He does more melee damage than anything else, even though he does have magical abilities, and he does do magical damage. If you're a mage, you do magical damage. I'll review that when I finish Warrior. Warrior, best of both worlds in between. I would say Assassin and Guardian. They're tanky in nature, but not significantly. They do good damage, and they also sustain. Actually, that's the best way to put it. They do good damage, and they can sustain in a lane, in a fight pretty well. So even if you built a warrior straight up tank, they're gonna put out more damage than a guardian would. Everybody should pick at least one warrior that you like to play, because if you're playing with randoms, everybody wants to pick the high damage, and with a warrior, you can be high sustain and still high damage. That's why I have Chalk Diamond. As you can see, I don't play a lot of warriors, but it's because they just have very good sustain, so you can make mistakes and still make it out of there and still put down a little bit of damage, which you would think means pick a warrior as a beginner. Only reason I'm against that is because if you pick a warrior, 9 times out of 10 your team's going to pick damage, so you're the person that's expected to tank still. And Guardian, while yes you do survive longer, you need to know how to disengage, all that kind of stuff takes a little bit more skill. So those are each of the classes. Store's gonna have everything in there that they are doing deals on right now. Every skin in the game you can buy is in there. You can gift things, you can pick through the chests, all RNG of course. And then underneath that's gonna be the battle pass, the different events they have going on, the like season event, I guess you could call it, which right now is Hope Reborn. It's also where you can get the tier 5 skins. And then all the esport updates will be in here as well. Go over to the right at the top, it's my name, my gems, and worshipers. You don't get gems generally from any games, but worshipers you get every game, win or lose. Obviously not worshipers, I'm sorry, favor is the golden sun shining down. It's the currency of the game that you use other than gems. You can't buy everything with favor, but you can buy a decent amount of things with favor. And then at the very end is my level. And then underneath that, you see a bar that goes across with a little blue line in it. That's my XP. You also get XP every game, win or lose. Below that's going to be, it's just going to scroll through all the hot topics that they have going on right now. Deals, chests, stuff like that, any new updates. Below that, they're going to have any type of big promos or things you need to know for the day or week. Like it just had up here the party up for ×2 everything. So stuff like that, notifications are going to be there. Below that, they just added is quick party. So this is everyone for you though. I'm on console, Xbox specifically. So these are Xbox friends. They don't even play Smite, but they're Xbox friends that I have online right now. So they're listed here. In the menu, it's going to be quests. The quests change weekly, hence weekly quests. There are some daily quests sometimes. The battle pass is going to have its quests in there too. There's going to be reward center. Anytime you go up these different levels, you'll get different rewards. Anytime you do certain objectives, you'll get chests. They'll be there. Friends list is going to have your party, everybody in there, all the people in your friends list here. It's going to start with those in Smite, or I'm not in Smite, who play Smite, that they're in there. Then your clan's gonna have only your clan people in there listed. And then recently play is gonna be both you played against and played with. So if you ever get like sent a message saying you suck, that's how they found out. To the right of that is gonna be the clan, all the clan information. The home's just gonna be the clan general info, the roster of everybody in there. You can find a clan. If you run the clan, admin's gonna be available for you to go in there and change and update things, and then you can disband it. To the right of that is going to be your skip one. Learn's the thing that I'm doing, the mini series. Even with the mini series, I would definitely suggest coming here and play it yourself, because watching is one thing, playing is another. So all beginner guides for everything, for skills, the beginner guide in general, items, and VGS. VGS is how you communicate in the game. And then one for each game mode. I would play at least one of each of those, even though I would also suggest watching my videos. And then one for each class, and then one for all the gods they give you to start with no matter what, that you don't have to pay for. And then at the bottom are community stuff. Glossary, these are just terminology and MMOs, not MMOs, and MOBAs. this is all just like MOBA terms. Some of them are SMITE, but like AFK, everyone away from keyboard, you're not playing, you're not there. If you don't know these, I would go on it, click it. It gives you a quick little synopsis of what it means, a quick definition. And then everything you can VGS. For beginners, I wouldn't stress on VGS a whole bunch. You just need to make sure you're looking at it and you're listening to it when your team does VGS. If you want to learn VGS, come here. The main things you would need to learn are pointing out things: attack right lane, defend middle lane, enemy missing, stuff like things that you would want to verbally say to somebody that is not on the mic with you. I would look at those first and learn those initially. And that's it for the main menu, but that's the general of SMITE. Haven't played any modes, haven't done anything, you're just looking at it, you're looking through it, trying to see what this game's about. That's generally what it is. The next video I'm gonna do will probably be on gods more specifically, just so you can understand what abilities are, what to look for in abilities, damages, stuff like that. And then we'll go into the game modes. The more advanced videos I do after I do the beginner guides are going to be more on building and knowing how to build against, tactics and game, like in the game modes and stuff like that. But try to keep it short. I'm going to edit this down as much as I can. We'll see how much I can keep, but that's the beginners to SMITE for just SMITE itself. If you enjoyed it, like, comment, subscribe. Watch the rest of the videos. If any of the videos reference you back to here, it's because maybe you were watching it and didn't know what I was talking about, and so I referenced you to come back to here to catch on to some of that information. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.